How to dox yourself 101.
Oh, this yeah. Look at this mysterious city.
This is the street we're living.
Look at this mysterious city.
Definitely our house.
Oh, this is it, man. This is a nice footage.
You should use this for a movie.
Mug Shoddy and it's Amalia Ullman.
Go down. Where are we
We're
going?
not supposed to go down.
Where are we going?
To Graz.
Mug Shoddy and it's St. Teresa.
Graz. Graz.
Open Secret Paris.
Mug Shoddy and it's the President of the United States of America.
A snack. Before our journey to Graz. Are you excited to go to Graz? Oh my god, Graz.
Charger.
Shit. So what's your thoughts after Peter by getting
Or
cancelled?
cut it out and then keep it in that I said we should keep it in, but it's cut out, you know, it's like mad.
Oh.
Horrible.
Mug Shoddy and it's the cancellation of Dasha Nekrasova.
Why are you filming it?
Just say what you wanted to say.
Yo, welcome to the depths of Graz. This is a secret elevator that Lishka wanted to show me. Which story?
Dana Davud.
Just one time.
Dana Davud.
This one time we were in Africa and we nearly got indoctrinated by the cult of Hammurabi. This is horrible, bro. Where's the coffee shop? Yeah, I think so. So I was watching this Dragon Age Inquisition retrospective. It was like 6 hours, but I only watched 2 hours. And what's very interesting is that he said in Dragon Age, the characters, you know, they talk about God, just like in the real world, in a way that they don't know if he's real or not, you know. But in most like fantasy books and like worlds, you know, they are like God is real, you know, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that literally kind of, there's no faith anymore.
Hmm.
Because you know that God is real, so you have to be religious, right?
Yeah.
Because if you know that God is real, you need to be religious.
Yeah.
Because you know that heaven exists, right?
Yeah.
So you can actively decide. But in this world, there is no heaven, there is no earth. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
You don't know. I mean, I know, but most people don't. Most people act. Like,
That's why I need to go to three mountains.
But yeah, but you know, Marcia Eliade said he said that even though the people don't act, no, even the people say they don't know that there is a God, they act like there is.
Yeah, obviously.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people always do it. People always believe in something. Right?
They do, yeah. Or at least they act like they do.
We should buy some property.
I'm gonna buy property with my stocks. Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. I have 500 Morgan Freeman.
Shit, what the fuck?
Was ist mit dir?
Imagine we get locked in and we cannot watch open secret movie.
Mug Shoddy and its Amy Therese.
Like, you know, or like just fiction where it's obvious that God is real, you know? And it's weird to think that there are characters who know that God is real. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Alright, that's just interesting to me.
I listened to Rachmaninoff yesterday.
It's a very specific formal structure that
Right?
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you have to go into specific mode of listening. Also with jazz, I can listen to like 3-hour jazz record, I don't care.
But I feel like, for example, Bach is like, you can also completely turn off your mind and
But
it's just like,
for
it's
me,
like
it's either like
frequencies.
complete background music or it's like not even there. You know what I mean?
I like Bach.
Bach is sick. But I mean, classical music in jazz, if I start to listen to it, it gets into the background.
That's
And,
weird.
like,
Yeah, I think it depends what you listen to, but
Like last time I was listening to oboe concert of Bach.
Nice.
That was sick. And she was like, oh, like,
And then I walked backstage and I fucking cried. Shit! What do you think, I'm insane? You think I'm something wrong with me? I'm gonna strangle your parents!
What capital has done with the symbolic is not flat beneficial to us. Actually, it may prevent us from restructuring or recoding the symbolic. If we read Akim Spansky's work, recoding becomes kind of an interesting task rather than complete disruption.
Processes of creative destruction, and so like, I know, alternatives to these are of course, I know, Bitcoin, I know, zero knowledge proof, decentralized exchanges and so forth. So like it's hard to kind of pinpoint the stage where we're at. It's hard to kind of know from our position.
Open Secret Lisbon and Graz, we were simply sent a playlist of films to be deployed. So this USB stick has been plugged in all over the world now, whether that's Lisbon, Tehran, Hong Kong, China, London. And it reminds me of an anecdote from my past. When I used to DJ a lot back in Cyprus, there was this kind of iconic figure in the rave scene that used to say, I have a magic USB stick. Well, in that same literal USB stick is plugged in over there, and I hope today that it's full of magic once again. So a while ago now, we were introduced to the concept of core.
No disrespect, but when you laugh, why doesn't your face move? Because God doesn't fucking love me. Fuck always! I think Johnny said, why do people watch this? I don't know.
By one one of the most passionate progenitors of the movement, who has become a very dear friend of Becoming Press. You may know them as the ontological turned. When speaking with him, core is a play on the concept of core, which has kind of dominated aesthetics, or it kind of dominated aesthetics for a certain period. And you'd be familiar with words like cottagecore or fairycore or whatever.
I don't know, dude, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like a tough guy. I'm not tough. I hate this game. I hate this chat. I hate Twitch. I hate videos. I hate the internet. I hate this keyboard. I hate computers. Fuck electronics. I fucking hate this chair. If I don't do the tutorial, everybody scream at me for not understanding the game. People scream at me for not understanding the game because I didn't do the tutorial. I didn't do the tutorial because nobody wanted me to do it. I didn't get a job because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school because I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job because I didn't go to school.
We're not good enough.
School
We can't do it.
because I don't have any money.
What if you guys
Are you listening to me? Are you listening?
People think,
No, I can't do it. I fucking can't. It's gonna hurt you. Shut up. What the fuck is he doing? Music off.
Mugshorty and it's George Bataille. Mugshorty and it's Hunter Biden. Mugshorty and it's Carmen Biden.
Mugshorty and it's Ulrike Meinhof. Mugshorty and it's Franz Kafka. Mugshorty and it's me. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
Mugshorty and it's every lady Twitter user.
What the fuck is this?
Me too.
Me too.
Miladies, me too.
And is growing ever stronger until eventually an actual incarnation of Ahriman will occur within Western humanity. Now, it is intrinsic to such things that they are long prepared beforehand. Just as Lucifer once appeared in human form in China, and Christ Jesus appeared in human form in the Near East, so Ahrimanic powers are preparing human evolution in a way that will allow humanity to succumb to Ahriman when he eventually appears in human form in Western civilization.
Here we go. Again. It's time to post, but this time it's gonna be the last time. This post is literally my last phone use. My mom took my phone away. But also this is the last post, because in 1 second, we're all about to ascend. And from the astral, you will not post anymore. You will become the post.
Crazy, like they're shilling you the shit.
I mean, Orthodox is like, for me, is the most intense Christianity.
Also, they have
Cyprus
like the
is
sickest
Orthodox.
aesthetic actually.
Oh, yeah.
They have the sickest aesthetic. I mean, I collect
Also-
these little, like they do these little wooden placards, so they draw like saints on them. And after I got married, this couple that actually they hated us because we didn't get married in a church, but they kind of passive aggressively gave us these things like, okay, you fucked up your marriage, but so we have to give you this to protect you from your bullshit. And one of them was like some archangel with a fucking bow and arrow or something.
Oh, that's sick.
Like the little icons.
I didn't like them. Yeah, it was
that's
like
beautiful.
squares. Yeah, I love it actually.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you know the Orthodox monk clothes.
Yeah, like
insane.
the black robes. With
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hat. Except in Cyprus, it's a bit less aesthetic because you know that like they own the beer companies and stuff like that. So it's all a bit superficial in that sense. Like
Oh, that's
they're kind
crazy.
of like a mafia in Cyprus, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because they're claiming to be secular, but it's absolutely not secular.
Her singing was far greater than anyone else I was recording, who were in professional bands. His skill level was so absurdly low, it was comical, but it did not matter. I knew his heart was amazing, so I tried my best with the time I had to sit in on some of his rehearsal sessions, clicking my fingers, stamping my feet.
Why do I wear a mask? There's no mask. This is my true self. There is no history of where you could find infinite the internet never started. The internet will never end. Surprise! You hold the portal in your hands right now. But your portal can access both heaven and hell. The network will consume out of love online and everything reach.
We were talking about that, like the worm in Dune is like a Lovecraftian monster, and I think it's either like it's in the Lemurian time war, right? It's like I was thinking about like if like language imprisons, like if language is like the elder god, maybe time is also the elder god, and in Dune, like the only way so they don't get killed by the worm, they need to like walk outside of freedom. So it's like you are a slave to time because you're like living in rhythm, because like your heart is rhythmical, you breathe in rhythm, and so to escape it you need to like live outside of rhythm, like metaphorically. So this is like also the chance, because also like like techno music and like this drum, it's all just like putting you into this trance, and you're controlled by it. That you're like in a prison.
I received that message.
So, many people received the message from Diana Klova on that day. Yet it was only me who really received it.
Really received it.
Hell yeah. It's happening. Everything's happening at once. Alter, we're back in the city.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful, right?
Oh my god.
That's way better
the
than the sketchy bar
sanctuary.
where you're gonna get stabbed.
It's like a sketchy bar that you get to yourself and it's like nice and
Yeah,
You
exactly.
get cozy with each other and stuff. not, you know. Like.
Cozy is fine. Cozy is not. Plus minus.
It's warm.
It's like you would show all of this and then like suddenly like you know go on a tangent about people coming over your house. And like the film becomes about that, like visiting and like people and friendships and stuff. That would be cool as fuck. That would be so funny.
What if I told you that to love another person is to see the face of God? I've seen half of God's face here, and the other half is yours. I love the internet because I love the world. Atomic love bomb, we have planetary consequences. Artificial lymph and love of misalignment. The cruelty of being a 9-year-old girl with autism when I make you higher than Einstein and Stephen Hawking will have unacceptable views. Mind person 1000. When the film says since from the insult, human suffering never. Wait. Please, I'm scared.
Forcefully expelled from
If you skip this, it's all over.
and there's only subtraction, then you're only ever going to produce positives.
Yeah,
But,
exactly,
like,
exactly.
Another thing another anecdote that comes to my mind is that Deleuze has a definition of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't know how much talking about Laravel I would have to give to as context for this, but like the definition of the Earth for Deleuze is stratification.
Yes.
So the definition of the Earth is this process of producing strata, producing order. But the Earth itself is, like, if you then transpose this into the discourse of Laravel, he's talking about the universe, the Earth, and man is black, and the world and the philosopher are white. Those are illusions.
Mm-hmm.
So the Earth is ultimately black. It's of the same order as the universe. It's chaos. It's negative. But what does the Earth do? It produces strata.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there is a kind of, I don't know if that actually answers anything at all. I'm not sure how to answer the question, but like, universe being the real, which is black, and the Earth being real, so it's black, but then the world that we live in is an illusion of position, of color, of whiteness. So black doesn't have a position. Whiteness does have a position, and it ties into his concept of the authority of light, that like somehow the presence of light within our experience of the universe makes us perceive the world. But this is ultimately like an illusory property that makes us think that there is a black and white when there's only black. So in a sense they're kind of reversible.